Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel and hope you are doing well. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed to my channel, so that I can be motivated to keep on uploading more videos and to upload more tutorials for you. And this is the back part of my skirt, and I will be showing you how to make this skirt. It have the loop stitches on the lower side of the skirt. It's so cute. It can be worn for any event. You can wear it for a dinner or for a birthday party. Like for me, I'm making it for a birthday party. So it's so cute. I love this pattern, and this pattern I used, it's so neat. So let's get started. For this skirt, we start by making the waistband of the skirt. This is the upper part of the skirt, and after that we'll be increasing the number of stitches for the skirt so that you can get your hip size. And after increasing the number of stitches for the skirt, we'll do some constant rows, and after that we start again decreasing the skirt. And after decreasing the skirt, that's where we start by making the loop stitches. And hope you learn something, and don't forget to like also this video. Then let's get started. These are the requirements to make this skirt. I will be using a tape measure. I will be using two different hooks of different sizes. I will be using a 2.5 millimeter hook, and also I'll be using a 3.5 millimeter hook. You also require a pair of scissors, also stitch marks, but not a must. Then I'll be using a light blue color yarn. It's a old yarn. Don't mind how it looks. It will turn this skirt into a magic. So first thing, take the measurement of your waist. This is your waist size. For this skirt, I'll be crocheting a waist size of 24 and a hip size of 34. So also measure your hip size. Mine will be at 34 inches. So let's get started. We start by making a slip knot as usual, and this is how we make a slip knot. So it's a bit hard to explain, but just observe what I'm doing. That's how we make a slip knot. If it's a bit difficult for you, can just tie a small knot. Then after that, tighten the loop and insert the hook on that loop. For this skirt, we'll be chaining 16. This is the upper part of the skirt that you are making, so chain 16. We'll be chaining 16 stitches. So after chaining 16 inches, you skip the first stitch. This is the stitch that it's holding the hook. Then on the second stitch, you place a single crochet. We'll be using the single crochets to make this upper part of the skirt. Put single crochets in the remaining 15 stitches. Just insert the hook, pull through the yarn, then yarn over all the two loops on the hook. So insert the hook, pull through the yarn, then yarn over all the two loops on the hook. On the upper part of the skirt, we'll be using the single crochets so that they can give us a neat pattern. I will meet you at the end of this row. We are on the last stitch of this row. Just put a single crochet on that stitch. After that, chain one, and turn your work around. We'll be placing single, we'll skip the first stitch, that is the stitch that's holding the hook. Then on the second stitch, we'll be placing single crochets on the back loop of these stitches. Here my camera wasn't clear enough. We'll be placing single crochets on the back loop of these stitches. So just place a single crochet on the back loop of the stitch, and this is how we do it, and that is the back loop. So hope this tutorial will be helpful for you all. And repeat this. I'll meet you at the end of this row to show you what to do next. Hope guys will subscribe to my channel, just like a token of appreciation to keep me going and making more tutorials for you. Also, I'm almost ending this row. Just place a single crochet on the second last stitch of this row, and this was a struggle for me, but I finally made it. So don't give up on anything you are doing, because there is always light at the end of the tunnel. So just place a single crochet on the second last stitch on the second last stitch of this row, and also place a single crochet on the last stitch of the row, and after that chain one and turn your work around. Chain one and turn your work around, skip the first stitch, and that is the stitch that is holding the hook. Then after that, place single crochets on the back loops of all the stitches in this row, and you'll be repeating this for a couple of rows. And after that, I will be there to show you how to estimate the length of your waist using the number of rows that you have used. And this is the waistband of my skirt. You should have something similar to this. It's so neat. Then let's take the measurement of the waistband of the skirt. So just place a tape measure on the top of it, and mine it's at 22 inches, but while stretching it's reaching 24 inches. So this means that the skirt is appropriate for 24 inches waist, and while stretching it more, it's reaching at 26 inches. So this means I made a correct number of rows. So in this section, we'll be joining the ends of this piece of the skirt. So this is the waistband of the skirt, and this is how we join them. I will be using single crochets to join the ends of this skirt. Then I'm making this skirt for a friend for a birthday party. I know this design goes well with a birthday party or any other event. You can wear it for a dinner or for Valentine's Day. Also, you can make it for a Christmas holiday. So repeat this, and I'll meet you at the end of this row to show you what to do next. After that, turn your work around, and this thing where you have made a single crochet should be on the wrong side of the skirt. And now I will change my hook into a 2.5 millimeter hook. Before I was using a 3.5 millimeter hook, so let's use the 2.5 millimeter hook. Then chain one, chain two, not one, I'm sorry, chain two. Then place half double crochets in each and every stitch of this row. First you'll place a single crochet on where you have chained two. This is to give you a straight line on the back of the skirt. Then after that, place half double crochets in each stitch of this row. So just insert the hook, yarn over and pull through all the 3 loops at the same time. Yarn over, insert the hook, pull through the yarn, then yarn over all the 3 loops at the same time. That's what you'll be doing. So it's not a must you change the hooks, but I had to do that because a 2.5 millimeter hooks give you a more neat pattern. We are almost at the end of this row. I know that was too fast. Just place a half double crochet on the last stitch of this row. And here was another struggle. Just place a half double crochet over there. Then after that, slip stitch to where you chained two. Just slip stitch on where you chained 2 stitches. Since this is the beginning of the previous row, after slip stitching, chain 2 to start a new row. Oops, chain 2 to start a new row. Then place a half double crochet on that stitch where you have chained 2, in the same stitch where you have chained 2. After that, you'll be placing a half double crochet in each and every stitch of this row. So we'll be putting the half double crochet on the stitches. Remember, this is our second row. On the third row, we'll be doing something different. So here it's where you are placing the half double crochet. We'll be placing it on the top of the previous stitch. So I think it is between the back, it is the lower part of the back loops and the front loop. So that's why you will be placing the half double crochet. So this gives you a very neat pattern while using a 2.5 millimeter hook. So repeat this. So we are at the end of this row. Just place a half double crochet on the last stitch of the row, then slip stitch on the top of where you chained 2 to end this row. So we are ending the second row. And after that, I'll meet you on row 3 to show you how to increase. We'll start increasing the rows so as to increase the hip size. We'll be increasing them on the middle part, on the corners of the skirt, and the back part of the skirt. So that's what we'll be doing. We are on the third row. This is a row of increase. After chaining 2, on the next stitch, place 2 half double crochets in the same stitch. This is to increase the skirt so that you can get your hip size. After that, place half double crochet in each and every stitch, not in each and every stitch, in these stitches until you reach the corner of the skirt or the sides of the skirt. That's where again we'll be increasing, and after increasing on the corners, on the sides of the skirt, we'll also be increasing on the front side of the skirt. Then we'll also increase again on the other corner of the skirt, then on the back piece of the on the back part of the skirt again. This is just a draft, not a real skirt, but I will be using my real skirt on the other clips. We are on the side of this skirt, the first side of this skirt, and what we'll be doing to increase the hips, we'll just place 2 half double crochets in the next stitch. Then after that, place 1 half double crochet in the next stitch. After that, make another 2 half double crochets in the same stitch. In simple, what we are doing will be putting 2 half double crochets in the same stitch. After that, make another half double crochet on the other stitch, and then on the next stitch make other 2 half double crochets, and on the next stitches we will be repeating half double crochet, and I'll meet you on the middle of the skirt to show you what to do next. In the front side of the skirt, we'll just be increasing the stitches by putting 2 half double crochets in the same stitch. We'll be only putting 2 half double crochets in the same stitch, and after that repeat half double crochets in each and every stitch until we reach on the other side, on the other side of the skirt. That is the corner of the skirt. And I'll meet you when we reach on the corner of the skirt to show you how to do it, but it's a repetition of what we have done on the other side of the skirt. We are on the other side of the skirt, so what we'll be doing, just place 2 half double crochets in the same stitch, so that my second one, then separate them, make a 1 half double crochet on the other stitch, then on the next stitch place 2 half double crochets in the same stitch. So on the sides of the skirt we'll be placing the 2 half double crochets in the same stitch, then separating them with one half double crochet in the same stitch, then on the other stitch place 2 half double crochets in the same stitch. Now we are ending this row. So what we'll do is just place 2, we'll just place 2 half double crochets on the last stitch, and they should be in the same stitch. This is to increase the back part of the skirt, and after that slip stitch on the second, on where you change to, that is the stitch that you are beginning with, then chain 2, just place another half double crochet in the same stitch on where you have chained 2, and after that place half double crochet in each and every stitch on this row. And this is row 4 and it's a constant row, will be not increasing this row. And on the other rows we'll be increasing the stitches. On this side we'll be increasing on the back side. This is the back side which I'm pointing, and the corners of the skirt, then on the front side of the skirt, and we'll be approximating the stitches that we are going to increase. So I will have not used my stitch marks, but you can use your stitch mark. I've already shown you how to increase the rows. After 24 rows of increase, this is how my skirt looks. So let's take the measurement. My skirt is at 15 inches, and I was making a skirt of 34 inches. So meaning 15 times 2, it's at 30 inches, and this will be able to fit a person of 34 hip size. So I'm leaving it here because I want the skirt to be a bodycon. Then my back piece of the skirt, it's a bit longer than the front side of the skirt, but don't mind, we'll be fixing it. So if you have not reached your hip size, you should continue crocheting until you reach your hip size. Then after doing the 24 rows where we are alternating the constant rows and the rows of increase, we'll be doing 6 more rows which are constant. You will not be increasing those rows. Then after that I'll meet to show you what to do next. After the 6 constant rows, this is how my skirt looks. So if you want a longer size, you will increase the number of constant rows. You can make them to 10 if you want a longer skirt. For my skirt, it's a bit short. Then after that, we'll go to another section where we'll be decreasing the number of stitches in a row. So we'll be doing rows of decrease, and I'll be showing you how to do that. In this section, you are going to make rows of decrease, and you are going to reduce the number of stitches. And here I will be pointing out the parts that will be decreasing on that part and on this part, then also on this part and the middle of this part, on this part and the end of this part. In simple, we'll be decreasing on 8 points before we are increasing on 4 points. So we'll be adding some stitches between where we increased before. So those are the stitches where we'll be doing decrease, and we'll be alternating. After doing a row of decrease, you'll do a constant row. After doing a row of constant row, you'll do a row of decrease until you have a total number of 24 rows. And this is how we decrease the pattern. So just yarn over, insert the hook, insert the hook on the stitch, then pull through the yarn over only the first 2 loops only, and you'll be remaining with 2 loops. Then yarn over and insert the hook and pull through all the 4 loops at the same time. So ensure that you have 4 loops on your hook. Then yarn over all the 4 stitches at the same time, and that's how we'll be reducing this skirt, and reduce them for the 8 stitches where I've shown you, and repeat this for 24 rows. We are almost ending this row, and it's a row of decrease. So here I'm going to place a half double crochet on that stitch. After that, you are going to do a decrease. So insert the yarn over, insert the hook, pull through the yarn over only the first 2 loops only, then yarn over again, then insert the hook, pull through the yarn, then yarn over all the 4 loops at the same time. That's how we are going to decrease the stitches of the 8 stitches of this skirt. And after that, slip stitch on the top of where you chained to, and you'll be repeating this for 24 rows, and you'll be alternating the rows of decrease and the rows of constant. So repeat this, and I'll meet you after the 24 rows to show you how to make the loop stitch. This is how my skirt looks after the 24 rows of decrease, where we are alternating the rows of decrease and the constant rows. I've reduced the skirt up to 12 inches. So just reduce your skirt up to some inches so that it can't so that you can have an ease while walking. So if you reduce your skirt too much, it will be difficult for you to walk, mostly if you walk fast like me. So mostly it's appropriate to reduce your skirt up to the measurement of your waist. So my waist was about 24 inches, and as you see, I reduced my skirt up to 24 inches. In this section, I will be showing you how to make the loop stitches, and we'll be using single crochets for this pattern. So you start the row by chaining 1 instead of chaining 2 as we were chaining before. So chain 1 on the first stitch, place a single crochet, then on the second stitch, it's where we start making a loop stitch. So grab the yarn, pull through the yarn. So grab the yarn, then pull through the yarn, and you should have 3 stitches on the hook. Then let go of the loop that it's on your finger, and then grab the yarn and pull through and yarn over all the 3 loops at the same time. Let me show you again. So insert the hook, then grab the yarn, again grab the yarn using your hook, pull through the yarn. So grab the yarn, pull through the yarn on that stitch, and you should have 3 stitches on your hook. After that, let go of the stitch that was on your finger, then grab the yarn again and yarn over all the 3 stitches at the same time. Let me show you again. So insert the hook, grab the yarn, then grab the yarn using your hook, pull through the yarn, let the loop on your finger go, then yarn over all the 3 loops at the same time. So it's a bit difficult to explaining, but it's so simple when you give it a try. So grab the yarn using your hook, pull through the yarn, let the loop on your finger go, then yarn over all the 3 loops at the same time. Insert the hook, make a loop using your finger, then grab the yarn, pull through the yarn, let the loop on your finger go, and yarn over all the 3 loops at the same time. Repeat this for for this row, and I'll meet you at the end of this row to show you what to do next. It's so simple, just give it a try. This is how my skirt looks after the first row, and remember we are doing this on the wrong side of the skirt. So let me show you how to end this row. Just slip stitch onto where you chained one, make a slip stitch. So make a slip stitch over there, then after that chain one, place a single crochet on the first stitch of this row. So chain one, then place a single crochet on the first stitch, then after that make the loop stitches around the skirt. So for my skirt I made 5 rows of loop stitches, but you can make more or less rows according to your preferences. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Just subscribe to my channel so that you can motivate me to keep uploading more videos, and don't forget to comment on this video and also like this video, and also you can share the video. And bye guys, hope this was helpful. After a couple of rows, this is how my skirt looks. This is after making the loop stitches. I made 5 rows as I told you. Then my loop stitches are a bit curled because I used an old yarn. This is the back part of my skirt. It's also a bit curved because I increased a lot on the back side of the skirt, but don't mind, your body will shape the skirt. Then that is it for today. Let's meet on next week. I will be making a cardigan and I know you will love it all. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also click the notification bell so that you can't miss out on my videos. I keep uploading them each and every week. I upload one video each week, so bye guys.